G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again today. And today I've got a superb British indie thriller for you. Hey, if this is your first trip to the Diaries, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. Now, if you want a little help in choosing the best horror movies, books, creepypasta, learn a bit of Hollywood trivia, then you've come to the right place. Just hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and you'll always be on top. Okay, Darkrealmers, today's movie review is called The Last Showing and it stars none other than Robert Englund. Okay, so what's it about? Well, I'll let you know right now. Yeah! Okay, Darkrealmers, now this movie was written and directed by Phil Hawkins. It stars Finn Jones and Emily Berrington and the one and only Robert Englund. Yes, it's Freddy Krueger himself, and this is a very clever movie, Darkrealmers, because it's not only for horror fans and it's more of a thriller than actual horror, but it's also a great romp for movie lovers because there's a lot of movie references in here, a lot of movie trivia, which will put a smile on your face. Now, the basic story involves the couple, Finn and Emily, deciding to take in the midnight screening at a local cinema complex, okay? And sounds innocent enough, okay, but things are not as always as they seem, as we know, Darkrealmers. Now, Robert Englund plays Stuart, who is a very disgruntled employee. He's basically a cinephile. He loves movies and he's been a projectionist for over 20 years. But the problem is, because we're in this new age where everyone needs a degree for anything, he doesn't have the certificate that qualifies him to be a projectionist. And despite his attempts to go into the projection room, he's always told off by the very young cinema manager, who Stuart resents, not just because of his youth, you know, the fact that he's a young guy who's, it's just a business to him. He doesn't have the love of movies like Stuart does. And the first thing we get is Stuart saying the movie is not at the right adjustment. It needs adjusting. You're not allowed to touch that. I've told you before, you're not allowed to touch that. Look, I'm happy to do it. So-and-so's not here, I can do it. No, don't you touch it. But he does and says, look, I've adjusted it for you. So we straight away get that sense that, you know, he resents this. He resents what he's been reduced to, because basically now Stuart just sells popcorn and cleans up and monitors the cinema, and that's not his passion at all. But into the cinema come Finn and Emily, and they basically, Stuart serves them, but he's drugged their beverages, and while they're falling asleep in front of a horror movie, which is quite appropriate, he's taken away Finn Jones's girlfriend. And when Finn wakes up, he sees all these messages from Stuart on the silver screen saying, drop your mobile phone, smash it, or I'll kill her. Well, okay. It's a great cat and mouse game here, Darkrealmers, because it's not just, okay, Finn and his girlfriend who are in trouble. The cinema manager is also in all sorts of stump. Okay, now Stuart, this is to me one of the scariest. I mean, I've seen a lot of murder scenes in movies, Darkrealmers, but there was something, I don't know whether it was because I'm a movie lover, but Stuart had the manager strapped to a chair and he basically put some film around him. Well, on either side of him he had the film editors, and they were slowly, very slowly winding the film into the reels, and of course the result was but spoiler, and you know I don't normally give them, but look, there's a bigger thrill ahead. He doesn't die. He once again, Stuart refers to movies when the manager says, please let me go, I promise I won't tell anything or anyone. And Stuart says that's what the victims always say in these movies, because the basic plot is that if Stuart can no longer show movies, he's going to make his own, and he's going to use real people, and that's what's really chilling about this. We have Finn trying to find where his girlfriend is and saving her, and we have Stuart manipulating him every step of the way, telling him to do this, go here, do that, and it all is to set Finn up. Okay, that's all I'll say. It's a great movie, and you know something, I found myself absolutely loathing Robert Englund's character. Now, he's not an axe-wielding murderer. He's not, he is obviously psychopathic, but there is something that inherently disturbed me about seeing an innocent man being set up and being manipulated, and watching the glee that Stuart gets from this, and I really, really hated him. So that's a big kudos to Phil Hawkins, the writer and director. Now, this is, if you like thrillers and cat and mouse type scenes where you're wondering right till the end, is he going to get away with it? Okay, what's going to happen to our protagonists? You're going to love this. Okay, now I saw it on a Roku channel, which is one of the channels I've got. I can't actually remember the channel. I think it's FOT, okay, or it could be Foursome, which is, and one of these channels I just mentioned do have a great library of indie horror films. Not just horror films, but they have a great library of indie films. So it's always great to be able to dive in and support indie talent, So, Darkrealmers, the good news is, though, this movie is also available on DVD and Blu-ray, and you can check it out for yourself. Now, if you've seen it already, let me know what you think in the comments, because I'd love to know if did you get that passionate hate for Stuart, okay? Or did you sort of expect what was going to happen at the end? I'd be really interested to know. And I'd also like to know whether this review has made you a little bit curious about the movie itself. And as I said, it's not gore, it's not out and out horror, it's more thriller, it's more psychological terror. So I know a few of my Darkrealmers, i.e. Amber, you'll be able to watch this no problems at all, okay? And let me know if you do intend to see it, let me know what you're going to be looking forward to. Alright, Darkrealmers, well, that's my review of The Last Showing. And as I said, superb movie. Check it out for yourselves. Now, I'll be back very, very soon with another review for you, whether it be book or movie. And until then, as I always say, if you're going to go to the cinema and watch horror movies, stay in the lobby and check the light and check the doors first. Okay? Bye for now, Darkrealm.